Good morning, Poke fans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal climb using our team that we built from scratch for the rest of the month. I know it keeps changing, and I do apologize for that. I'm going to somehow nail it down, but till then, I'm just going to, Anyway, so we didn't really make any changes to the team. It seemed to really outform yesterday. We still went 2 and 3, but I don't really need to make any changes right now. So we're just going to go right into our battles, and let's hope for another, a majority win, but we'll see what we can do. All right. First match, we've got Chi-Yu, Empoleon, Fluttermane, Amoonguss, Salamence, and Conkeldurr. Okay, so Trick Room-esque team, but it's going to be a little bit more different from that. Don't know who the physical attackers are. I know Conkeldurr is. I don't know about Empoleon. I want to say that he is, but I don't think so. And we also do have Salamence, who could also be a physical attacker. We're not going to worry about that yet. We're going to bring in Tornadus and Garchomp because we're going to need to outspeed Fluttermane, and we can also do a lot of damage to Chi-Yu, which is a fire type, Empoleon, who is part steel, I believe so, and Salamence, who's a dragon, which I do a lot of damage to. We'll bring in Iron Hands for the fake out, and if it does go into Trick Room, then we have options to stay out of it. And then I think Sinistcha is going to be the best option here because of Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is a fighting type Pokemon, and we may have a lot of punches, but they're not always going to be fighting. Yeah, we'll bring in Urshifu instead. I was going to bring in Sinistcha, but it's like the way my options, plus I only have like 5 seconds left, kind of, yeah. We'll bring in our core 4, and we'll see if we guessed it. Empoleon, Salamence. It's Tornadus and Garchomp. Intimidate goes off, so I do get the -1. Now, we could go for Tailwind. I don't think that we need to, so I'm going to go ahead with the Bleakwind Storm. And then Steel typing form is going to be very, very inconvenient. But we're going to Dragon Claw the Salamence. Salamence is a Tailwind user, so it does not have priority, and it does not outspeed me currently. It could if it has Scarf. Dragon Claw goes right into the Salamence, does not get the one-hit KO, but here comes the Bleakwind Storm, which does connect, and Salamence goes down. Empoleon just kind of sits there and like, yeah, that's cool. Competitive raises special attack. Okay. Icy Wind. That's going to do a lot of damage. This might do a double. Nope. Just knocks out the Garchomp. But you know what? I'm okay with because, you know, we can also bring in the Iron Hands now. And Drain Punch is going to be doing a ton of damage. At least to the Empoleon. I believe he's water steel. And because he's weak against fighting attacks and ground attacks, it solidifies that for me. Now, since Tornadus is on the verge of being knocked out, setting up Tailwind and then just saying goodbye to him is like the best option. Special defense of all Pokemon. Actually, I could swap out now. No, we'll do Tailwind. And I'm going to go ahead and just Drain Punch the Empoleon. Yeah, Empoleon does have competitiveness, but it doesn't really matter if he gets knocked out too early. I apologize, I'm adjusting the microphone. Just want to make sure that... Alright, there we go. Withdraws Chi-Yu. So we're going to see the 4th, which is going to be the Fluttermane. Hopefully to get the... Oh, there's the booster energy. So you might not think that I have Tailwind. Special attack gets increased. Tailwind goes off. I might outspeed the Empoleon. And I do. Drain Punch. Right into the Empoleon. Does get it barely. Uses Brine. Does a lot of damage to Iron Hands. A lot of damage. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna Terra. So we're gonna go ahead and Bleak Windstorm, which we're gonna outspeed. We won't outspeed the Fluttermane per se, at least for Iron Hand's sake, but the Dazzling Gleam that would come out is not gonna knock him out, especially after I Terra. To Electric, I do ignore that slot. But the Bleak Wind, if it hits Empoleon, will knock him out, and then Fluttermane goes down with the Heavy Slam. So this is what I'm hoping for. And now they could throw it whack if they Terra the Fluttermane now. I may not have enough defenses to ignore it. We'll see, but I may not have it. Bleak Windstorm goes off. Empoleon goes down. Fluttermane's going to attack. Dazzling Gleam. Not enough to knock down the Iron Hands. Tornadus is down. We foresaw that. Here comes the Heavy Slam. Right to the Fluttermane. It goes down. So now it's just me versus Chi-Yu. But I'm not alone. Urshifu comes on the field. Chi-Yu comes out. May have Specs, may have Scarf. I'm not sure which one. But we are going to Surging Strikes and Drain Punch. Oh, that was Focus Sash. Okay, never mind. Well, in 2 hits, we take down Chi-Yu, and game 1 is ours. Good fast quicken on my part to Terra Iron Hands so that he wouldn't take too much damage to Fluttermane's. It's pretty dope. All right, next match. We've got Iron Hands, Fluttermane, Roaring Moon, Ogerpon, Weezing, and Landorus. Ooh, this is going to be a very, very good assortment of Pokemon to fight against. Tornadus, Garchomp, so we could take down the Roaring Moon if we see it. We could also take down the Fluttermane if we see it. We could focus on the Iron Hands. Probably bring in Arcanine, but I don't think that's going to be good. We'll bring in Iron Hands for sure. And Weezing's going to have neutralizing gas. It's a poison type, so Garchomp really needs to put a lot of pressure immediately onto that Weezing when it comes out. Urshifu. So we will have to play a lot of guessing game to get it in and out, in and out, in and out with Garchomp, because he's going to be a very huge player here. He might actually be my win condition against this match. Roaring Moon and Weezing. Oh crap! I have to pick one. That's not good. Speed was heightened. Interesting. Tailwind. Come on, controller. All right, Dragon Claw, the Roaring Moon. They're gonna Terra. Most likely going to be Roaring Moon, and it is. Terra Flying. So this is the acrobatic set. With max speed investment. He uses Tailwind on his side. Dragon Claw. Does not KO. Will-O-Wisp goes into the Garchomp. So he becomes burnt, which is not great. So that's really, really good to know. To be honest with you, that's excellent to know. I should have Terra'd Garchomp, but I'm not really well versed at going against Weezing. But that's okay. Because now I could taunt him. Swap out to Iron Hands. So neutralizing gas does not work on photosynthesis because the booster energy item procs it immediately. Roaring Moon's gotta protect. Taunt. Fell for the taunt. Dunk Shot goes right over to the Iron Hands. Does nothing, really. But it does get the poison. Poison does land. I'm gonna do Bleak Wind and a Wild Charge. Since he protected last turn, he's open for attacks. He retreats a Roaring Moon. Sends out Landorus. Oh, he guessed it. He caught my Wild Charge. Intimidate goes off. If Intimidate's going off, that means he's holding the ability shield. Landorus avoids the attack. Hits Louisian for a lot of damage. Dunk Shot. Right over to the Tornadus. No poison. Wild Charge into the Landorus. Okay, Bleak Wind Storm again. Swap. Garchomp. Let's try to save the Iron Hands for a little bit. I know Garchomp's burned, so he's not going to be as effective. He's no longer my win condition, but I have to try to save him a little bit. Drop the speed for Landorus. Citrus Berry activates for the Wheezing, or it could be like the Critical Berry. Nope, Citrus Berry. Okay. U-turn. Off the Garchomp. Goes back. Taunt should be wearing off here pretty quickly for the Wheezing. Brings out the Flutter Mane. Dunk Shot. Right for the Tornadus. Check off the taunts. Tailwinds are gone. Gotcha. Now I'll bring out Urshifu. Okay. Aqua Jet the Flutter Mane. Terra Fire. Iron Head to the Flutter Mane. This is probably not going to do as much damage as I think it is since I am burnt, but if I can get them down low enough, Flutter Mane will fall to this combo attack. Aqua Jet. Oh yeah, it's gonna die. Iron Head. Down goes Flutter Mane. Urshifu is burnt. I can't do anything about that. Severely lowers down his attack. It becomes 150. So it becomes like less than what he had before. Sent out Roaring Moon. Or allows me to use Aqua Jet. It's fine. Wither Reasoning. The gas wore off. Sends out Landorus. Intimidate. Lowering down my physical attacks even more. Aqua Jet. Does nothing to the Roaring Moon. Iron Head. Does nothing to the Landorus. Tailwind goes off on their side. Okay. Bring out Iron Hands now. Swap out the Garchomp. He's burnt. He's not going to do hardly anything. Jet. The Landorus is going to do a lot more damage. Acrobatics. Over to the Urshifu. That's super effective. Stompy Tantrum. That's super effective. Just not... Well, Poison's going to get him. That's unfortunate. I think the downfall was letting Garchomp be poisoned. But it's Gunk Shot. I mean, that's not poison, but burnt. Well, there's nothing I could have done outside of that. It was really, really hard. I can't say that I outspeed these Pokemon anymore because they have Tailwind up, but I'm going to do Rock Slide and hope for the best. Oh, Acrobatics comes in. Good game. Rough Skin. I find it very odd that neutralizing gas does not turn off photosynthesis, but I kind of understand that booster energy would activate it regardless. But that's a loophole. That's a loophole. Because then my abilities are negated immediately, so should theirs. But still, good game. Now I know to keep that in mind for next time. All right, next match we've got Farafrig, Berserker. That's interesting. Torkoal. Oh no, it's that Arella Bola thing again. And then Dash Buns, and then Caliper. Okay, I'm okay with this. There's a lot of Trick Room and all that gonna possibly be set up, but we do have Armor Tail as well. So do I have anything that's gonna negate that transformation? Probably not. So I'm gonna bring in Tornadus Urshifu. Probably not gonna activate any type of Tailwind. I don't really need to. I outspeed a lot of the Pokemon on that side of the field, so Tailwind is not going to be important. Iron Hands is going to be important in case the Trick Room does go off by the Farafrig up there, and do not want that to be like a switching option, so we'll bring in our core 4. I would like to bring in Sinistra, but if Dash Buns goes out there or Torkoal goes out there, Sinistra's not going to do anything. And I don't think Dash Buns is a physical attacker, so I'd be pretty much relying on Pokemon that's not on the field that I usually would see. So it's like, okay. For African Berserker. Okay. So Bleak Wind. Combat. Surgeon Strikes. We're gonna Surgeon Strikes the Farigiraf. It's the best option that I have because I can clearly see that Trick Room was gonna be activated by Farigiraf. I'm hoping that the extra attack bonuses that I have is enough to knock it out with the 2 attackers that I have. Fake Out goes out by Berserker, so that's a good call. Bleak Wind Storm does a little bit of damage. Drops the speed even further. Urshifu can move. And here comes that Trick Room. Okay. Twisted to Dimensions. Retreat. Oh no, not Garchomp. Not Garchomp. Iron Hands. That's what I want. Oh, I could do any move now. Dope. U-turn. Grannies come back. Bring out Iron Hands. Iron Head. Does nothing to Iron Hands. Dazzling Gleam. Very little to Iron Hands. U-turn. Now I got the Farafrig. Do I get access? Okay, I was like, do I get to see my Pokemon to select from? Is that not gonna work now? Bring out Garchomp. That's the man we want to see. Fake out Torkoal. Stomping Tantrum. The Torkoal, so no. No. Eruptions. Torkoal Flinch could not move. Brick Break. Iron Hands does nothing. Stomping Tantrum. There's a lot of damage to Torkoal, but he's physically built. Hit the Berserker, and we're just going to go ahead and Stomping Tantrum again on the Torkoal. So he has to do Heat Wave now. Break. Oh, just barely knocks out the Iron Hands. But here comes Stomping Tantrum. Now, Earthquake here would have been really, really great, but I'm not doubting my ability to pick that move. Like, I am not doubting it at all because of the fact that, like, the other side of it is, like, I like Stomping Tantrum because it's a single target and I don't worry about knocking out my own Pokemon that way. How long the Trick Room lasts? One more turn. So Protect here. Stomping Tantrum there. Now Umbrova. I think that's what that thing's name is. Iron Head goes over to the Tornadus, does nothing as it's protected. Arbrova. I'm just gonna call it Arbrova. So Arbrova is not gonna get hit this turn, but his ability kicks in now. So whenever you hit it, I think with a physical attack, it spawns Grassy Glide or Grassy Surge, which may give it the ability to use Grass Glide, which could do a lot of damage to Garchomp, but not necessarily to Arboleva. Arboleva? Is that how you say it? Or anyway, I'm gonna knock out Berserker. I now outspeed, so boop. I withstood Trick Room the best way possible, making the switches that I thought were manageable. Here comes Bleak Wind Storm. That's almost super, like almost a one-hit KO. Drops the speed as well. Seed Sour. That's the Grassy Surge. And Weakness Policy. No, Grass Seed. Okay. And it used the Weather Ball on Tornadus. Okay. Oh, this is the last Pokemon? Okay. This isn't going to do a lot of damage because Grassy Surge halves the damage. Battle was canceled anyway. Like, it was a good call, but as soon as I did any damage to Farafrig, like, it was over. If you're going to use Trick Room teams, guys, bring two people on the team that can use Trick Room. Seriously. That is the downfall of most Trick Room teams. You need to have two users. And they both need to be on the team. Even if you put on Fluttermane, right? You need to have someone else with Trick Room. That's it. You just have another attacker. Just have it in case if your main support guy goes down, then your attacker could use it. Just make sure you have it. All right. Next match has Hisuian Arcanine, Fluttermane, Iron Bundle, Rillaboom, Kommo-o, and Tyranitar. Okay. Okay. So we will need to bring out Tornadus. I'm going to start off with Iron Hands this time, so that way we can knock out possibly Iron Bundle, but also put a lot of pressure onto Hisuian Arcanine and Fluttermane, and we could also put a lot of pressure to Tyranitar. We'll bring in Urshifu and Garchomp in the back. So we'll come in with our combo 4, and we won't worry about the rest. Like, I would bring it in for, like, Arcanine to knock out this Rillaboom, but I think with Urshifu having U-turn, we could do a little bit of damage to that, but Bleak Wind Storm's going to be doing the majority of the damage to the Rillaboom, especially since everyone's switching off from Assault Vest for some reason. Like, I get it, Grassy Seed or Miracle Seed is really, really good for you, but you need to be able to withstand the wind type or the flying types that are now going to come out because of Ogerpon. 3 out of the 4 forms are weak against flying types, so keep that in mind. So we have Iron Bundle and Arcanine versus Tornadus and Iron Hands. Now, Intimidate's going to go off, which is unfortunate, but what I do need to prevent 100% is Tornadus being knocked out by any type of ice move that comes out of this Iron Bundle, especially after Boost Energy was just used. So we're going to Terra, we're going to Tailwind, and I'm going to go ahead and just Drain Punch right into this Arcanine. The glasses throw me off. That's so dope. The glasses throw me off. It's like looking into my shifty eyes. All right. Let's see. What is your decision? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? They're also going to Terra. And it's going to be Iron Bundle. Turn it to Ghost. Ah, you thought I was going for that slot. I wasn't. A good shot, though. I'm also going to Terra. And it's not going to be Iron Hands. It's going to be Tornadus because I need it to survive at least a turn. Unless you doubled into that slot, and then which it's not going to last a turn. Tailwind goes off. So now I'm a little bit faster, but I'm not faster than this Iron Bundle at all. Icy Wind, which is definitely going to lower down my speed for Iron Hands, but not for Tornadus. And that's okay. Will-O-Wisp. Oh, you do burn. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Iron Hands can still do a lot of damage even while burnt. Drain Punch. With the -1 and burnt, still does a ton. Still does a ton. Okay. Burn damage goes off. Now we're going to Bleak Wind. And I'm just going to punch the Arcanine again. I could focus on Iron Bundle, but I don't think I really need to do anything else. It's item with the booster energy, so I know it's not carrying anything anymore. And he's probably thinking, oh, you're going to swap out now. And it's like, no, I will not. I will not swap out. You can, and I suggest you do. Good call with the Arcanine, keeping the Iron Bundle out there because it's kind of safe. Here comes the Rillaboom. Oh, I'm going to get some extra healing on this Iron Hands. This is going to be dope. But the Grass Glide now comes available. Bleak Wind Storm. Misses the Iron Bundle. It's going to hit this Rillaboom for a lot. Almost a one-hit KO. Whew. That's calc to survive. Freeze Dry over on the Tornadus. Does enough damage for the crit. It goes down. Drain Punch on the Rillaboom does not get the KO, but I heal up to full. That's dope. Okay, so between these two Pokemon, what's super effective? I already Terra it, so Garchomp being out there is probably not going to be the best idea. Alright, we'll do it. Bring out Urshifu. Aqua Jet to the Rillaboom. Heavy Slam into the Iron Bundle. I would U-turn here, but he's going to get off Grassy Glide first, so I have to do Aqua Jet, and that sets up... Oh, Fake Out. Aqua Jet. Rillaboom faints. So this is a 1-for-1. Freeze Dry right over on that Urshifu. Boop. Oh, just Does not stand. Will not stand very tall. Iron Hands flinch, couldn't move. But we'll heal. Like the thought that I had for Urshifu was to U-turn out of there, but I thought of Grassy Glad and it's like, I don't think that's gonna be good. But that freeze dry would have knocked out my own Garchomp. It was ×4. So there was like no way of winning or surviving that. My only hope is that I can get set up for Iron Hands to maybe win this. Arcanine now comes back out. Intimidate goes off. No, I'm not going to flinch. Hit the Iron Bundle. I outspeed this Iron Bundle. Absolutely. I think they helped me more than they thought. Like, yeah, Iron Bundle's gonna outspeed me, but I think I'm gonna be able to do more damage to it than it is going to do to me. Stompy Tantrum. Yep, is gonna knock out this Arcanine, even though Grassy Surge is on the field. It halves the damage, but he's ×4. Icy Wind. Knocks Garchomp down to 4 HP, and the speed drops again. Heavy Slam. Oh, I thought that would do more. I mean, he is burnt. He's burnt, got -2, maybe not. Maybe I should have swapped him out earlier, way earlier. He still has one more? Oh, Tyranitar. Oh no. Only use Stompy Tantrum. I'm just gonna Drain Punch into the T-Tar. Icy Wind. Down goes Gyarados. Drops some speed some more. Yeah, they won this one. Low kick. Not so much. Drain Punch. But now I get to heal up quite a bit. Oh, man, I wish that was so much more. Unfortunately, it's not. Healing from the Grassy Surge. Burn. Grassy Terrain goes for one more turn. Oh boy. I wonder if there's another steel type move to use besides Heavy Slam for Iron Hands. Let's take a look, shall we? Heavy Slam is good, but it's only meant to counter Flutter Mane. Freeze Dry, that's a little bit of damage. Is that enough to knock him out though? It is. Iron Hands finally goes down between the two Pokemon. So, do you get another steel type move? Iron Defense, Heavy Slam. That's it. It's Iron Defense and Heavy Slam. That's it. Oh, he gets Iron Head too. He just barely missed it. Maybe Iron Head might be better. I'll run some calcs on that later. All right, this battle, we've got Illumise, Landorus, Chi-Yu, Rillaboom, Fluttermane, and Kleavor. Interesting. Okay, so in this matchup, let's go Tornadus Urshifu so we can get automatically started off with some rockin' beats here. Let's see, 1, 2. I kind of want to bring in Arcanine for that, but I'm going to bring in Garchomp for sure. Cleavor. I have a counter for Cleavor. I may not even have a counter for Therian or Incarnate Landorus. It's usually Theron, but this one's different. This one's probably got the Sheer Force build, which means Life Orb might be equipped, but that glitch doesn't work anymore. I say it's a glitch. It's probably not. Before you could use Life Orb and Sheer Force and it didn't take out the life damage. Secondary effect and all, but it recently did not work in the Kitakami prologue, so that's why I say it's a glitch. Yeah, I'll bring an Arcanine. We'll leave Lander, Sinistra and Iron Hands in the back. We'll leave those two, see what happens. Lumi's Cleavor versus Urshifu and Tornadus. Okay, so Illumise isn't going to be able to do anything too much, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and start with the Tailwind, Terra Water, Surgeon Strikes into the Cleavor to hopefully knock it out this turn. Could swap out to someone else, and then Rillaboom would be able to take all of that damage and force me to swap, but next turn, I will be able to completely knock that Pokemon out. They're going to Terra. It's going to go to the Illumise, thinking that oh, you trying to prevent Prankster. That's cool. That's adorable. You know what also would do that? Mental Herb. So you're probably thinking, oh, Fake Out or anyone that's going to be able to stop it, you know, Covert Cloak. But no, you're just going to say, nope, no taunting for you because priority. It's like, well, I can use something else. But I'm going to use Tailwind so I get the fast start. You're going to go next because you also have Prankster. Oh, you're doing Sunny Day? That's dope. Lowers down Urshifu's attacks quite a bit. I will definitely give you that. Surgeon Strikes right into the Cleavor. Oh, that's still a 3-hit KO. I'm sorry. I applaud you from lowering down my water damage, but probably not the best idea. 3 times he goes down. Cleavor faints. Okay, you sent out Fluttermane. Ooh, nice call. Absolutely nice call. Speed was heightened. Right now, I outspeed you. I'm gonna Bleak Wind, and I'm gonna hit that Fluttermane with everything I've got, because it's not gonna be able to knock me out. Okay, Tailwind, so you make it go first. Dazzling Gleam does not knock out either one of my Pokemon. Bleak Wind Storm does a lot to both of your Pokemon, and Fluttermane now goes down to Searching Strikes. Even in the sun, it's not bulky enough to withstand it. Two out of 4 is done. Half your team is gone. Okay, Chi-Yu. Now this is a problem. That is a problem. Now I'm officially doomed. Am I though? Am I? I have Tailwind for 2 more turns. Bleak Wind. Swap to Garchomp. I know that I resist both of those attacks, but I'm going to bring out Garchomp so that I don't get totally screwed with. Oh no! Fake Tears. Hits the Tornadus for a lot. But there's a reason why I swapped out. So now I bring an Arcanine, who essentially ignores that fire damage and does Intimidate for no reason. But I'm going to Extreme Speed into that slot, and I'm going to Stomping Tantrum into that slot. So Stomping Tantrum goes into Chi-Yu, and Extreme Speed goes into Illumise. Not enough to KO, but that's totally fine. Fake Tears is going to lower down the special defenses of Garchomp. 2 stages. But I don't think he's going to live. Bop. Chiyu goes down. And it's just the Lumias. The battle over. You outspeed me right now, so that's cool, but battle's canceled. I figured. Lumias isn't really anything, so you could just pretty much leave him alone the entire time. Not a bad prankster choice, but like you kind of had me when you did Sunny Day, but you offer hardly any support. And that comes from experience because I wanted to use Klefki that did the exact same thing with like Metal Sound. Did not work well. Just didn't work well. Good game, nonetheless. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, ladies and gents. I completely forgot I already did 5 matches, so you get an extra one today. That's not good. Anyways, we have Urshifu, Tornadus, Ogerpon, that's Fire, Fluttermane, Therian, Landorus, and we got King Gambit. So we do need to be able to outspeed. So I'm going to bring in Tornadus, and I'm not 100% sure who they're going to bring out on their end, because it could be any one of these Pokemon, but I'm less likely to use Arcanine for this match just because of King Gambit and his competitiveness or defiant ability. We're going to instead bring in Iron Hands in case if it is something that we have to worry about right away. Actually, do we need to worry about? Yes, we do. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna bring in Garchomp, Urshifu, Iron Hands. Iron Hands and Tornadus is gonna be what we face first, and then we will go from there. So yeah, you guys get a 6 match today. For some reason, it told me I needed 2, and I didn't think about it. So here's your bonus match. Hopefully it doesn't go over the thing. Tornadus and King Gambit right off the bat. So we're going to go ahead and get started off with our own Tailwind so that we outspeed, and then we're just going to go straight into the Wild Charge on the Tornadus to knock it off the field. Now they're probably thinking, oh, you're going to hit, King Gambit. Sucker Punch could do something, but it's probably not going to do anything. It'll probably be left open to do a Sword Stance, but probably nothing more than that, as we can try to hope. It is a Dark Steel type. King Gambit does go for the Protect, so we're not worried about that whatsoever. I'm going to activate Tailwind so that I'm super speedy, but they go for the Bleak Wind. Does a little bit to the Tornadus, or about half for the Tornadus, a little less than half, and very little to the Iron Hands, but I'm going to knock out this Tornadus, and they do not get a Tailwind advantage. Recall comes in and does a little bit to our Iron Hands, which is unfortunate, but with King Gambit out there, all that HP is going to come back to me eventually. I can just only hope. Here he comes, Landorus. Okay. So we should do a double swap. We're gonna bring in Garchomp for Tornadus. I'm gonna Drain Punch. We are gonna do the double swap. We are going to, because Landorus is gonna knock out Iron Hands or get pretty close. So the double into that slot could be very apparent, and everyone goes with like the Assault Vest build. So Sucker Punch is also going to be very call-like. So we're going to try to not get hit with either one of those by retreating both my Pokemon. So I reveal all 4, which I'm okay with, because none of my Pokemon are weak against anything that they have on that side of the field, as far as I'm aware. And getting that -1 is dope. Sucker Punch goes up, so King Gambit does nothing again this turn. And Rock Slide comes out from the Landorus and does very little to both my Pokemon. Okay, so Stomping Tantrum. Actually, let's go for the Let's go for the Dragon Claw on the Landorus. Effective. Very effective. Actually, let's not. Stomping Tantrum on the King Gambit, because he's probably going to protect, which means that is going to boost up Stomping Tantrum. And I'm going to hit the Landorus with Surgeon Strikes. Because I have Tailwind, I do outspeed their Pokemon right now. So even with Scarf, I double their speed. So I'm looking pretty good. They withdrew Landorus so that they can get the -1 next turn, which is totally fine. They bring out the Ogre. Oh no! Mold Breaker comes out, but that's still an Ogre Pawn. He might not take as much damage because he still has that grass typing, but he is going to suffer for that choice. Ogre, King Gambit does Terra to Dark. Stomping Tantrum, so he does take a little bit of damage. It's not super effective. Here comes Surgeon Strikes. That might be enough to KO this Ogre Pawn. Nope, he's going to live with just a little bit of HP left. Nope, there he goes. 2 Pokemon down. I thought he would live just a little bit, but Swords Dance goes off on the King Gambit. Landorus should be the one coming back. I think he doesn't have any more. We're going to double check here. Because I knocked out Tornadus, so he doesn't have access to Tailwind. Yeah, these are the last 2 Pokemon. Okay, he's got a +2 to attack because of Sword Stance. Surgeon Strikes him. Alright, I have Tailwind still, so my Pokemon are going to go off first. Terra Water to go into Urshifu, and I'm going to hopefully knock out this Landorus because it can no longer switch. And anyone that does protect is going to go right through it. So I think I'm set for the most part. It's not complete victory. The Katao Cleave that could come from King Gambit is going to be very, very large. I do have Iron Hands in the back though, so Stomping Tantrum goes right into the King Gambit, does half of what it did before. Terra Water, Surgeon Strikes into this Landorus. It's oh boy, that's a lot. Yeah, he's gone. So now it's just King Gambit versus my entire team, which may do it. Don't get me wrong. Katao Cleave is coming out. It's probably going to go for the Garchomp. Like, that's strong. That's, yeah, don't get me wrong. That is strong. That's incredibly strong. Tailwind peered out. Now we'll bring out Iron Hands. He's kind of in a rough spot because I'm going to Fake Out here, and I'm just going to go Surgeon Strikes into that slot, and he can't really prevent any damage coming through. So the battle might be over here. Nope, Fake Out goes in. Couldn't move. Surgeon Strikes. And that's it. And the battle's over. So currently at rank 8,376 with 81 battles because I lost count, with 43 wins and 38 losses. So update our thing, 43, 38. We are still 53%. A lot better than what we had before. But that's going to be the end of today's video, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed the show so far. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of the matches, what could have been changed, what might have been a better outcome for some of the matches. I think 1 and 3 were my loser ones, so yeah, it's like we went 4 and 2 today, so I can't be so mad, but I kind of want to know where I could possibly improve in the future. And while you guys are down there, go ahead and click the like button if you like the battle, or dislike it if you didn't like it. It just lets me know what you guys didn't care for, or liked in particular. And if you guys are brand new or if you are a returning viewer, I would suggest hitting the subscribe button, as it will let you know when I do upload. And you can hit the notification bell on the right, hit that to all, and you will definitely be notified when that happens, whenever YouTube decides to work. I think it works now because I do get notified quite a bit from other different type of Pokemon projects that I follow. So it's been really helpful for me, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. If it does help you, great. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll see what I could do to try to fix it. And obviously it does help out the channel and helps out with the growth, so that's great. We're trying to hit a specific, subscription goal. It's not anything special. It's just more of like, hey, I like to hit this number because it's funny, but it is 420 by the end of October. If we can get it, awesome. If not, then don't worry about it. Excuse me. And yeah, if you guys want to keep in touch outside of YouTube, there is stuff in the description about my Discord that was recently opened. And if you guys want to follow me on socials, you can do that there. But until then, that's going to be it for me today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, and happy Wednesday. Stay warm, stay cool. Well, for me, it's stay warm. For others that in warmer climates, stay cool, stay hydrated, and I'll see you again. Peace.